Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing basic configurations on a Cisco router. Let me delete this right here. So what we are going to be doing today is basically, as a network engineer, these are the basic steps you need to apply before you even start configuring your switch properly. So this includes naming your router, configuring password, setting up a password, and probably you might want to give access for telnet or SSH login. So you create that also. So you don't need. So the advantage of creating an SSH or telnet login is so that you wouldn't need a console cable whenever you want to log in into your device. So you can do that over the Wi-Fi. So enough of the talking, let's get into work. So do well to like, share and subscribe to my channel so that you'll be notified whenever I drop the next update. So like I let you guys know in the previous video, where I'm going to be doing a day by day series. This is actually a playlist where I'll be making a video on how to configure a Cisco switch on a Cisco packet tracer. We all know what a Cisco packet tracer is. It's a simulation tool. So I'm here to put you through on how to do all of that. So first, let me bring out a router here. Or then we can choose to do a switch. Let me bring out the switch. So this is Cisco Catalyst 2960. So let's place this right here. So to get into the switch, okay, let's select the select button, then you just click the device. So we're waiting for it to open. So yes, so these are device. So you have physical, so the physical is to see. So this is what a 2960 is. So this is what a 290 model looks like. It has about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So this is a 24 port switch. These two here are the console port. So there's a console port and a management port. So you see that label, right? Okay, sorry, so this is your console port here. So I feel like these should be either a gigaport switch, a gigapoint switch, probably for your uplink and all of that. So but then all we are interested in is to go into the CLI. So CLI, command line interface, that is where you'll be configuring your device from. So for a Windows, you can download a Terratem or a PuTTY application, or probably use your command prompt tool. But for a MacBook, as you can see, I'm using a MacBook. Using a MacBook, you'll be using a telnet. Just use your telnet for the configurations. We'll be doing all of that too. So just select on CLI. So this our system has completed booting. So all you need to do is to hit your return button, your enter key. So like I said, first what we're going to be doing is to name it. So we want to name this switch now. So as you can see, it's labeled just switch. So but then as a network engineer, your device shouldn't be using the default name. So first, before we're able to do that, enter this command first of all. First, what we need to do is to write enable. So we are asking the switch to enable the interface for us. We want to be able to configure the switch. So we're letting the switch to enable this interface for us. So that's what this is. So first you do enable. So I'll also be doing a video on how you can abbreviate some of the command to a line. So you might choose not to write enable in full. You could probably do, I can choose to do en. So you see, immediately I hit on enable, I have this hash sign. So this is indicating that I've enabled the interface. You can choose to use en at the same time. So be it enable or en, whatever it is you wish to use, all of that will. I'll be doing a proper video on how to use abbreviations. But for the purpose of this video, I'll be using the full command line fully spelled out. So it's enable. So next you do is configure terminal. So we're telling our switch that we want to configure the switch. So next is configure terminal, hit on enter. So it's telling us enter configuration commands, one per line. So it's telling us that okay, we've entered into the configuration mode. So hit on enter. So first, like I said, we want to name our device. So to name this device, you enter the command line hostname space whatever you wish to in your device. So but for the purpose of this video, I'll be naming this switch YouTube class switch. So let's name this YouTube class. You can't do space, so use underscore YouTube class underscore switch. Hit on enter. As you can see, our switch name has changed from switch to YouTube class switch. So that's to tell us that okay, now it's not bearing the default name switch, is now YouTube class switch. So next, what we need to do is we want to configure a password. So we want to set up a password so that you don't have any user logging into your device in your advanced without you granting access. So to do that, you type enable secrets. So we are enabling secrets. You can choose to name this anything, but in this case, let's give it my secrets password. Hit on enter. Then next, you choose on which line of the console would you want to do this. So this is actually a privilege mode. So there are different modes you'd want to enable your password on, but in this case, this is a privilege mode password. So next you're going to do is line console 0. Hit on enter, and we set the password now. So the password will be to set up the password. Let's say password. So first you need to enter the command that we're letting the device know that now this is our password. So we do password space whatever you wish to use as a password. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be using YouTube class $. So this is our password, YouTube class $. Hit on enter, then let it know that this password is just when you want to log in. So you type on login, hit on enter and exit. So the switch has taken this password, right? So next I would want to show is if we want to configure, let's say for users that would want to enable telnet access or SSH access. So the password you create for telnet and telnet access is totally different from what we just created now. So to do that, let's continue. Then you write line VTY 0 space. You have 0 to 15, so you can choose to do 0 to 4, 0 to 5, 0 to 15, 0 to 10. But for the purpose of this video, I'll be doing 0 to 4. Enter, create your password. The password will be password space. So we use YouTube class $, so we can choose to use the same password. YouTube class $. Hit on enter, you type login, enter and exit. So we've created password for SSH and telnet. So if you wish to encrypt this password, and probably you wouldn't want because if I do show run, it will show whatever I've configured on this device and then even your password. So but if you want your password to be encrypted so you don't have users getting to see your password when they do show run, all you need to do is service space password hyphen encryption. Hit on enter. So next we want to create a MOTD banner So this is a login warning message. So let's say if someone is trying to log into the device and probably he or she has tried a password for too long, this is the message he or she will get. So you do banner motd #sign on authorized access. So this is the warning message we would want our Cisco to give to whoever is trying to log into this device without any prior access from the admin. Hit on enter. So to save all we've configured here, what we need to do is we also do right. So we saved all the configurations we've done here. So guys, to see all we've done for today, all you need to do is show run, or you need to do show run. So you do your space button, you want to see all we've configured. As you can see, this was the MOTD we created, this was the password we created also. So this is the advantage of the encryption we did. If we had not encrypted our password, it would have been visible here, but because we encrypted our password, this is what it is now. So a user will not be able to know what our password is. So hit on space. So that's all. So these are the configurations we've done so far. So guys, thanks for watching this video. So next we're going to be going into detail on further configurations on how to configure a switch using the Cisco packet tracer. Remember to like, share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.